All right. You described your past quarter as epic. Tell us why.
Oh, we have the record in terms of the operating income compared to last year. And also in terms of also the profitability, and also a very good increase in the transactional activity as well. So that's a epic quarter for us, a record quarter actually.
How about your new growth in private wealth? Because with all the travel restrictions, I would imagine a lot of your bankers weren't actually able to meet their clients face to face. Has that suffered in any way?
You know, the pandemic actually has transformed the way we do business. And I would say our digital readiness has actually prepared us very well for the situations. Because I think, honestly, right now, the pandemic has changed the way we engage with our client. So it's basically combining the face-to-face and also all the digital channel. So I don't see much impact. As a matter of fact, the kind of interaction with the client is much more because we organize all this webinar kind of seminar, CIO talk, and as well as a lot of the social messaging with the client. And we have seen activity picking up in digital banking. I think that's the way to go.
Amy, you talk about an epic quarter for your business in the first quarter. What are you hearing from your clients here in mainland China, the entrepreneurs? How ready are they to start engaging in more activity, or are they still keeping cash on the sidelines?
I would say, in general, our clients are getting a bit more cautious. They want to protect their wealth, but at the same time, they are also looking for opportunity to rebalance their portfolio for better diversification and also strategic asset allocation. So I think our key message to both the bankers is stay close to the client. We need to really present them with idea how to diversify and also to navigate through the volatility. So they are open to also some of this kind of suggestion.
Amy, we just got the yuan fix. Let me just bring that to our viewers. 7.078 versus the US dollar, just slightly weaker than the surveys of 7.077. Currently, offshore has seen a bit of strength over the last 12 hours or so. It is currently at 7.08. That is the offshore. Amy, I just want to get your views on some longer term trends. When you're talking to your clients and you're looking ahead, how should they be thinking about the social, the political, the economic transformations that may come about on the back of this virus pandemic?
And as I said, the whole pandemic has transformed the business and also the way we operate. And the world will become more digital, less global, and more local. So we have to also look at how we diversify all the investment as well. So I think that's important. And Asia continues to be a very important region for us. And I think one trend we have been observing is also the interest in the sustainable investing, the ESG. Especially with the pandemic kind of situation, people are also more concerned about quality company and also health.
That makes a lot of sense. In terms of your business and your strategy here in the mainland, has this virus slowed that strategy down? Are you thinking of any changes around headcount?
No. Asia remains to be our most important region globally. And particularly in this part of the world, the Greater China and also the China market. And for China, actually 80% of the assets are sitting onshore. So we continue to invest onshore. We have two entities, the UBS China Limited, the banking arm, as well as the security arm. And so we continue to invest. As a matter of fact, we are also exploring the digital wealth management in China as well. So certainly we continue to look at hiring strategically. if needed.
And Amy, what about the business in Hong Kong? You're also chief executive of UBS Hong Kong as well. Here, the situation is very different. It's an extended recession, the prospect of the protests coming back as well, not to mention we're still pretty much in a trade war. Does your head count change here in Hong Kong? Do you think it's going to go up, the same, or is it going to go down by the end of this year?
When I said we hire strategically, that's across the whole region, Asia Pacific, and particularly in this part of the world, and that through both Hong Kong and also China. And because Hong Kong is also a very important hub for UBS. So certainly, if there's good candidate, we will continue to hire. And this is a region to grow for. This is a growth region for us.
All right. I'm sure many people who may be out of a job just heard you there, so expect a flood of resumes coming your way. Amy, I want to ask you about any permanence that may continue after the pandemic and the story goes away. You know, lots of people have been working from home. Do you expect a part of that to become a little bit more permanent? In other words, do you expect more of your staff to continue working from home? And perhaps as a result, would you be thinking then of maybe shrinking some of your fixed space and the size of your offices across the region as a result?
The pandemic has really transformed the way we do business. I think actually we've been investing in technology a few years down the road. A few years ago, and that's also the reason why we are really digital ready. And actually, the whole pandemic has also accelerated our rollout of the new technology platform in Asia and for Hong Kong. So, for information, we actually make available 90% of our colleagues, the bankers, in the region to work remotely from home. And right now, if I look at Hong Kong, roughly we have 1/3 of our colleagues still working from home. And I think that will stay for some time because we also want to have this split team kind of arrangement. That's the reason why I said it will not completely go away. And obviously, we are looking at how we adapt the operating model there. And that's why the investment in technology at this point in time is so important. If I may say a few words about this new technology platform, basically it allows our colleagues to leverage on the technology to work seamlessly and also with speed and meeting all the regulatory requirements to service our client. I think that's very important. And be able to do it also within a short period of time to allow that 90% of the bankers to be able to work from home. I don't think that will go away.
It's a big day, of course, today in terms of... Amy, I just want to get your views on equality and inequality. It's a big day for the US jobs, the non-farm payrolls. We've got 33 million jobs claims, of course, in the US. Job losses across the world as a result of this. It doesn't take a lot of imagination to envisage a world where inequality is even worse than it is now. Are you worried about the role that the wealth management industry plays potentially in exacerbating that wealth gap?
I think that's the reason why I said right at the beginning, one of the new trends we have been observing is sustainability. And we have also seen interest from our clients, increasing interest on this topic. And as a bank, I think we have the role to play to ensure we also educate and also share all the offering and how we can leverage even investment into shaping the world and also address this kind of inequality. And for information, we have launched investor.
Please continue.
As I said, we have also launched the investor survey among our clients in the APAC region. 80% of our clients show interest in sustainability because, especially with the epidemic, the COVID-19, they realized the importance of having the sustainable growth and looking at company, better quality company that focus on the ESG, environmental, social governance, and then that can help to make the world a better place to be in. So as a bank, we are also committed to the sustainability and also all these ESG investment.
Amy, I just want to get your thoughts on just the banking sector in general as well. I mean, you guys service a lot of your IB and corporate banking clients. Many people are concerned about just generally the banking industry. Again, provisions are going up, bad debts are likely, if not for certain, going to go up as well. What would you tell those people who are worried about the industry and the capacity of the industry to support businesses during this trying time?
I think while there are challenges, but there are also opportunities as well. So it really depends how the bank transforms itself. As I said, with the technology and also looking at what are the areas for growth, for example, the Greater Bay Area, and also looking at also how we leverage the kind of offering and capability across the different divisions. For example, in our case, is the investment bank, wealth management to provide the holistic solution to a client. So I think the opportunities are still there. And it's how we also continue to evolve ourselves and to capture those opportunities and address the challenges ahead of the game.